Hello, thank you for joining our third episode of Gun Gals. Today we have our Minthia and Jessie. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hey!
Hey, so I want to give a big shout out to G Webs for being our 100th subscriber on YouTube. We are at 117 right now. It's very exciting, so yay! Our topics today are road trips, vacations, and staycations. We'll start off with the road trips. Jesse, you want to take it away?
Sorry, I had to find my mute button. Yes, road trips are awesome. I have had a few road trips in my younger days, but every summer we try to take a road trip up to Kentucky and Michigan area to go see family. It's always fun. You gotta make sure you pack enough snacks for the husband because they'll want to stop at every single gas station. So any ladies out there, just know, as long as you pack snacks and drinks for your husband, it's going to be cheaper on y'all's wallet before you get to where you're going. Um,
We've taken some road trips. We've taken anywhere between about an hour and a half to 2 hours of road trips to my mom, which is about 11 hours away. We usually pack snacks, a bunch of water, a bunch of Red Bull for Rob because he's the one that's going to be driving. I don't drive on the long road trips of stuff like that.
Oh, ours are usually like 14 to 17 hours, and we drive straight through. It's fun. It's fun. Lots of monsters, lots of coffee.
How about you, Arminthia?
We've done quite a few road trips. I think the longest road trip that we've done has probably been maybe 4 to 6 hours. So, our kids were little when we did those trips. So, now we travel by ourselves. So it's kind of now just the two of us. So yeah, I mean we've traveled quite a bit. So we used to take our kids on vacations quite frequently when they were smaller. So definitely got some experience in this for sure. So yeah. Did you want to know where specifically we've traveled to? Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe just a little tiny bit with a little bit of curiosity sauce.
Let's see. We've actually traveled over towards Delano, part of Texas, and then because when my kids were smaller, we would actually go through and get my parents a lot of the times, and they would actually go on vacations with us. So me and Chris and the kids would go get my parents, and then we would stay the night there, and then we would go down to San Antone or that direction, and we'd go to the caves, we'd go either Six Flags, Fiesta, SeaWorld. I mean, we've done all kinds of stuff that direction. So, and then we've been up into, I don't know that Chris and I have gone up into Arkansas, but that was just us. And then we've been to Oklahoma, he and I. And we used to travel to Louisiana all the time, but I have family over in Louisiana, and that's just a couple of hours. But our kids used to love it. We would stay in the hotel over there, and our kids just thought it was just the most awesome thing ever. They would pack bubble bath and the PlayStation and all of that loveliness, and just had a blast. So, yeah, we used to go a lot. I mean, we didn't go just super, super far, but at least that once a year we would go and do. So it was pretty awesome. So, something that my kids remember.
How did you deal with hotels and stuff like that?
We actually, with hotels, it depended a lot. If we were going to my parents' house, a lot of times we would stay there with them, and we invested actually in some air mattresses, and that would save us a little bit of money there. And then with hotels, our kids were small enough that because we have 2 girls and a boy, and typically we would get 2 rooms. Or if my parents were with us, we would have 2 beds in each room. So my parents would have at least one of the kids, if not 2 of them, and then we would have a room, and then we'd have either 1 or 2 of the kids. So I've also traveled, Chris and I, with friends, and I shared hotels, and we've actually packed food. And I mean, I remember when we were younger, y'all are gonna laugh, but I mean, we had a cooler, we packed a griddle, and yes, I'm Susie Homemaker. When I tell you we had the griddle, and I cooked pancakes and baking it all up in the hotel room. Yes, I did. So we've done a little bit of everything. So our kids became really good at traveling, very good at traveling. So as they got a little bit older, you learned really quick that the minivan was the most awesome thing ever. Kids get to be where he's looking at me, she's touching me. So that was really awesome. So it was pretty cool. So
See, we've done road trips here. We've gone to Hocking Hills, which is really check it out on Google. It's beautiful. You can go hiking, canoeing. We do the hiking there to the old man cave or something like that. And then we've gone to the Mopar show at Hocking Hills in August a couple of times, which that's 2 hours away. We usually just grab a bag of beef jerky and some pop, some water.
Well, our youngest daughter, excuse me, she goes to school a couple of hours from here. So even that is a travel for us. But I mean, we've gotten to where we enjoy doing it. We've traveled a lot with the 4-H kids and stuff when she was doing that, and we've just learned that there are certain stops, like if we go towards Jesse's direction, they've got a Russell Stouffer's that way, and we always have to stop for chocolate. So, and then if we go towards Houston direction, which is where our youngest daughter is, we always have to stop at Buc-ee's. So, I mean, we have certain routines that we like to do. I know we have certain routines that we go through and do, and we've actually found certain little hole in the wall places that we enjoy going to. So when we do things like that, we don't necessarily say, oh, this is this well-known restaurant, ooh, we have to go there. That's not the way we do it. So it's pretty cool.
What about you, Jesse? What's been your experience?
What's my favorite what?
What's your favorite creamer for coffee?
Okay, I could have like a 20-minute conversation about my creamer. I'm out right now, so I'm a little sad. Just a little smidgen sad. Okay. No, seriously, what was the question? That can't really be your question.
Still talking about road trips, like hotels, anything that you stopped at while you were doing your small little road trip. Food, that kind of thing.
My husband and I haven't really stopped to stay anywhere except for when we went to Wanamaker, and I think that was Spring Hill Suites. It's freaking awesome. But most of the time it's really weird foods. Whatever we can find. Some little hole in the wall. But 90% of our road trip is Monsters. He drinks Rock Stars. Lots of coffee. Like, lots and lots of coffee, y'all. It's probably unhealthy. But it gets us there. And a whole bunch of chips. Beef jerky. Love beef jerky. I could probably survive on beef jerky. That's pretty much it. Juice. Whatever junk food that can fit in a small bag. It's pretty awesome. I'm all about junk food and sodas and caffeinated, like, energy drinks when you sit there and go on road trips.
Okay. Our next topic is vacations. Arminthia, do you want to go first?
Sure. I mean, I've already kind of hit on that a little bit. Trying to think. We've not just, we don't go just everywhere, but I mean, our kids were small enough or big enough, I guess you'd say, that theme parks, things like that, things that you would do to keep them busy. Because trust me, my kids are not just about, ooh, that's pretty. Okay. Oh, okay. That's a shiny rock. Okay. So we went to theme parks and things like that. That's what I said. Fiesta, Texas. We've been to New Braunfels, to the water park there, stuff like that. Chris and I have been to the diamond mines. Was down in my back, and for our anniversary, my husband took us to mine for diamonds to go dig in dirt. It was awesome.
That's so romantic. You get to go find your own diamond.
Yes.
Did you find one?
No. Do you know how hot it was there? It was hot. And when I tell you, it's miles and miles of dirt. And I mean, you pay them to let you come in, and then you have to rent their equipment, and then you get to play in their dirt in hopes that you find a diamond. Right? It's 1,000 degrees because it's summer. We had fun. I mean, because we went, they had an Indian reserve thing that we went to and all. I mean, it was really cool. So we started out, we went through Louisiana first and went on up. And so, I mean, it really was cool. But for our kids,
if you're out there, please, if Tardot is out there, please don't take me mining for diamonds. Okay? Please don't.
What about Wanamaker? Didn't you just go, like, this past year?
We did. I guess you could count that as a vacation. It was a working vacation. Because
it was a Gun Channel's vacation.
I promise you, my husband was all about the work. So, the trip up there and back, I mean, I enjoyed his company and stuff. I mean, it was really nice. The hotel was really nice. I got to visit with my gun gals, which was awesome. And so, I know that the guys and stuff went and did their whole, what am I thinking? Their karaoke stuff. Yeah, we didn't do all that.
Karaoke time.
Yeah. We're we're not party animals. We're go home. We are go home and get in your PJs type people. You know, that's the kind of people we are. So
We did make it to the pool that
we
was in
did.
the hotel. It was awesome, but that's the extent of our party days.
Hmm. But even when my kids were little, I mean, we could go. I know I'm probably throwing myself under the bus here, but when my kids were they were old enough, but we would go to the boats over in Louisiana. So we're talking about gambling. And we would go over there. That's why I said the beds were huge, the room was huge, you know. They had a TV in the bathroom. There was one where the beds were. There was one in the little living area. And when I tell you, my kids thought it was the most awesome freaking thing ever. And we would go every couple of months or something. And they just thought it was the most awesome thing. And they would be like, okay, so when are we going back to the hotel? They would be excited and ready to go. And I mean, when I tell you they would take bubble bath, bath salts. I mean, they would take. I mean, my oldest girl, she would take a book. They would have their video games and stuff. I mean, it was just. They thought they were living like royalty, like on cloud nine, and they were in a freaking hotel room. And of course, we would go down and swim and stuff, and we would eat. And to this day, when my daughter turned 21, she wanted to go over there. It wasn't just to gamble. I mean, she enjoyed, the whole going on the boardwalk and having the what am I thinking? The buffet that they do over there. They have a seafood buffet over there on Friday and Saturday nights. So, I mean, my kids thought they had it really awesome, and I mean, we spent money, but I don't feel like we spent just a massive amount. We didn't spend our paycheck or whatever, so it was pretty cool. So.
For me, I do a lot of research on hotels because when I travel, I have a furry daughter. She's around here somewhere. I have to make sure that the hotel will accept the dog because I am not going to leave her in a kennel. I have different issues with that. We used to drive the Challenger down to Tennessee. Recently, we drove my new Jeep down there, and I gotta tell you what, that's really nice to have all that back room. The trunk is seriously amazing. It's a little bit more roomy in a different way than the Challenger is because the Challenger has a lot of room. When we're down there, we only use like credit cards and stuff to prevent thievery from happening, which we've caught in the past a couple of times. Sometimes we go to Iowa to visit my mom. That is a drive. Tennessee is only like 6 hours away. My mom, she's about 11 hours away. So I feel like I'm forever in the vehicle and my legs are super stiff. But we stop like every hour and a half to freshen up and for the dog to use the bathroom because, of course, with that, she's coming along with us too.
We have a pet. We just don't travel with a pet. None of the pets we have, we've just never taken ours with us very far. None of them have ever been really good about traveling. So, yeah, it's usually Yak City. So that's not something we deal with.
Oh my goodness, I loved traveling with my dog. I'm a lazy person when it comes to traveling. 15 minutes in the passenger seat and I'm ready to take a nap. The dog was just like me. 15 minutes in the ride and she gets comfortable and she's like, don't mess with me, don't touch me. I'm just going to lay right here and go to sleep. Wake me up when we're there. It was awesome.
We have a
Yeah.
couple of questions of chat. The first one is from Pete, asking what our favorite CCWs are and why. I am partial to the SIG 380 because it's small, lightweight, and I can fully operate it. So I'm a little bit weak. I think I've said that before a couple of times in the chat. And it's just a pretty gun. I love it. And then Matt Sexy had asked, what do husbands do to really make their wife mad? Apparently he's in the doghouse.
No way.
I can almost guarantee that if his wife asked him to do something multiple times and he said he was going to do it, he didn't do it, that's probably it. That's probably it.
And asking me what my husband does to make me mad, where do I even start with that? He breathes. No, I'm just kidding.
That's what Mike put. That's funny.
I hate that he obsesses over one thing and it'll be really cool for like 5 minutes, but he'll just keep going on and on and on and on about it to the fact that I am annoyed and I want to hit him over the head with a book.
Well, I mean, that's a lot softer than a cast iron skillet, so I mean, there's that.
You'd be so much surprised what a skillet will do to somebody.
They're totally fine. I've hit somebody in the head with a cast iron skillet. They survived.
No, but we've had some fights and stuff. But the one thing is we have a rule, never go to bed angry. So there are some times where we've not gone to bed at all. No, it's fine. He'll sit there and pout for a few days, not want me to bother him. But if I leave the room, he gets like super annoyed, and that will just be us making up.
So, okay. So, Gunpowder, or excuse me, Jesse, does your husband make you mad? And what does he do to make you mad?
Do we have enough time for this conversation? I mean, for real, do we have enough time for this conversation? I do love my husband, y'all, but if I ask you to do something a couple of times, you say you're going to do it, you don't do it, that's going to make me mad. Or not helping. Not helping, that's probably the biggest one. Is he in the chat? Did he say something different?
No, he hadn't said anything different yet.
Okay.
Jesse and Arminthia, what is your favorite CCW?
Mine is a Smith & Wesson 1911 45 caliber. Super awesome gun.
Mine is my 38 Taurus revolver. So, and my husband is awesome. He would never make me mad. I mean, we never fight ever. I mean, it's wonderful. Are you okay?
Sorry.
Are you okay? Are you choking?
Oh my God. I think I'm allergic to your.
My husband is perfect. For almost 24 years now, he has been nothing but absolute perfect. Yes.
Blink twice if you're being forced to say that.
He said, in the pocket of Big Clover.
What are you trying to get him to buy you now?
Yeah, that he has to buy me stuff. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My husband doesn't buy me stuff hardly ever because he doesn't have to. We disagree at times, but I mean, it's different now that our kids are grown. Now that the kids are grown, we really don't argue as much. I mean, most of what our arguments were over were our children. And, you know, kids pit you against each other. Well, Mama said this. Well, Daddy said this. And so now that that's not an issue, if he makes me mad, I don't argue with him. I don't fight with him. When he comes to bed, his pillow is in the floor, and he just doesn't sleep very well, and I sleep like a baby. And then tomorrow, he is just mad, and it'll be fine. He'll get over it. I love you, honey.
Now, Jesse, did you get a chance to answer the vacation question?
We don't really go on like real vacations. The last time I actually went on vacation, it was to like South Padre Island. There was a lot of junk food. And we made homemade ice cream on a beach. It was cool. I really don't go on vacations much.
Now, you said you were moving in your earlier video. I'm sure people saw that.
Yes.
A list of things that you want to visit while you're moving and shortly after you move?
I actually hadn't really thought of that.
And I suddenly lost all the girls. Here all by myself, all lonely like. While we wait for everybody to come back, do you all have any questions for me? Hey, I like the you're upside down or sideways. Why are you sideways?
I think I can see you.
I'm sorry, that was totally weird.
You both left me at the exact same moment. I felt so lonely and scared. I was here all
Sorry.
the chat.
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Yeah, apparently Google Hangouts doesn't like me tonight because it just booted me out.
No, it booted me too.
Stupid
At
mobile.
the exact same moment. Oof.
Yeah, if one goes, they all go. If you're on mobile, it sucks. I totally forgot where I was at when I left because I felt like I was talking for a few minutes and then I realized it wasn't on. So,
When you're coming up this way, are you going to stop anywhere, visit anywhere, maybe like try to hang out with somebody because you'll be passing her house?
actually, we're not going through.
You're going through Indiana, aren't you?
Yeah.
Stop somewhere.
Where are you going to stop though?
Well, I don't know that we were planning on stopping because it's like a 17-hour drive when we were moving to Michigan. So it was taking us through the very far right side of Indiana up to right where we need to go in Michigan. It was weird. I've never been that way before. I don't know. But we may have to map it out. I don't know where Tardot wants to stop anywhere. But if there's a place that has chocolate, definitely want to go there. If we could go and actually make it at a decent time when the huge Bass Pro Shop is open, that would be awesome. Like it's a big, huge pyramid looking thing. It's awesome. I'd totally go there. I wonder if they let me go to the top. That'd be cool. I don't know.
Now, as far as guns and stuff, when you go on vacations, do you do anything special? Do you take everything? Do you only take a few things?
When we go on vacation, it's usually Mine is definitely in my purse. Tardats is usually on it. If we're going like on a hunting trip, then most of them are in cases in the back. But I don't know if we had our CCWs when we went hunting last time. I think one's usually in the console.
See, when we go on vacation, we tend to take everything, and then depending on what's going on in the world / the media, we'll take extra stuff. What about you, Arminthia?
What was the question?
When you go on those vacations and whatnots, as far as guns, do you take everything? Do you take a certain amount of things? Does it matter?
Okay, so I've only had my concealed carry for about 4 years. I have not. I hadn't actually taken mine on a vacation up until this past April, until we went to Tulsa this year. That's the first time I've taken mine, and I did actually take. All I did, I took my pistol, and I just took the ammo that fits in it, and that was it. I didn't carry anything extra or anything. But before that, from the time my husband got his concealed carry, he has always carried. So, I know he's going to take care of me, so that was not an issue.
Any extra security you do in the hotel room?
Any extra security in the motel room?
Mm-hmm.
We lock the doors, obviously, and do the little security thing on the inside. Even when our kids, if they were up in the room by themselves or whatever, they were not. They knew the rules. They weren't allowed to come out, and it had to be one of us, or they couldn't open the door at all. But my husband keeps his pistol usually on the bedside table, so I'm usually, and y'all are laughing, but I'm usually never worried, because I promise you that's what my husband's there for. He's there to take care of me, so.
See, I think, and I don't mean this in a super negative way, but I think since I've become more into guns and carrying and stuff like that, I've become a little bit more, I'm going to use the word panic, but that's not really what I mean. Or paranoid. We bring pretty much everything, and then in the hotel room we'll have like 4 different guns, and we'll leave them on the nightstand. And I know that a lot of people will say, like, don't put your gun so close to you when you sleep, but since this hotel room is a little bit different for us, but we have it in a safe way and stuff like that. I remember this one time when we did go on vacation to my mom. It was actually when my dad passed away 2 years ago. Just because everyone was booking the hotel and everything that we normally stay in, we ended up staying at this really sleazy hotel that actually had a bar in it and stuff like that. It looked like one of those places you would straight up get murdered in. And the bad thing is that along with the normal hotel door, it had a back door. And that back door didn't have that like security thing that you were just talking about. So if I remember right, Rob cropped the AR in a certain way where it would be like super easy to get to, and it was pointed at the door. So we were a little bit more on our guard there, just because we were staying in a hotel that we wouldn't normally choose.
What?
Sorry, I cut you off. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say, unknown user said a healthy amount of paranoia is a good thing.
It really is.
So, what are they Hurraying Gun Channel for? I don't know. Anyway.
Let's see, the other topic that we had, it's staycations. Well, that's pretty fun. For me, I've never really had a super long staycation just because I mostly shift my off days to make an extended days off. So instead of having my normal 3 days off, I'll have like 4 days off and do absolutely nothing, which I actually love because I feel like I'm always doing something. And with work and stuff right now, the way they have vacations set up, you really can't take them when you want to, and you need to know like pretty much full years in advance every little day that you want to take off, which doesn't make for great planning, especially when you want to do things like Lawn Maker and every other show that you guys go to that I would love to be part of. Makes it very challenging for that. The nice thing is, I think I'm more prepared this coming year to start asking for those days off than I was this past year. But yeah, I pretty much stay home and watch TV or read a book. It's the best thing.
I'm sorry, did you say that your job asked for 4 years in advance?
A full year.
Wow.
1 year. So like if I want a full week's vacation, right? They do it in a way where you ask for your full weeks in January. You have to know, or pretty much the end of December, the full week that you want to take off next year, no matter where it is. And you have to apply for 3 different weeks, and they'll tell you which week you get. And then in February, they release asking days off throughout the year, except that fills up pretty quick because they only let one person off a day. And we have way too many employees with way too many vacation times to accommodate that.
That kind of stinks. That kind of stinks.
And we lost Jesse again.
Yeah, that stinks too. I was talking about that you have to wait that long to get your time, though, to be able to do that. So.
One of the reasons why I want a new job, or start my own business so I can be my own boss. So I like that idea a lot better.
Well, we start accruing vacation and sick time and holiday as soon as you start full time. You can't use your vacation, though, until you've been there for 6 months. But I work for the state, so we get a lot of holidays. So, yeah, I have a lot of holiday time and vacation time and all built up right now. So, and I've not been there a year yet, but medical runs a little differently. So, plus I work, like I said, I work a state job, so it's kind of cool.
We have sick time, but they pretty much penalize you for it. Mm-hmm. We used to have occurrences like every so many days. You take off 1 day, and it would be on your record for a year, but it would fall off that same day the next year. Mm-hmm. And you could have like 5 or 6 of them before you got in trouble within a calendar year. Now they do things that's based on patterns. So pretty much they get to decide if they want to write you up about it or not if you call off. There's no protection for you at all.
That sucks. That really sucks.
It's really bad.
Staycation though, I wouldn't count whatever I've done as a staycation. I go stir crazy staying home. I can stay home for a little while. The longest I've stayed home was when I was really down in my back. And by the time I actually got to go back to work, I was really ready to go back to work because I'm a weirdo. I like being at work. I'm a like I said. I feel like I'm not a functional part of society if I'm not doing it. I guess I've done what I've done for so long that it's just part of who I am. That even in between, when I quit, I worked for the state hospital, and when I quit working there, I think I wasn't even off work a couple of weeks before I started my next job, and so and when I did a temp job just until I got hired on full time at my current one. And so because I'm one of those, I've got to do something to stay busy. I can't look at these four walls all day. So, and I like TV. I'm a TV uh, movie person, but there's only so much of that I can do. I've got to have some human interaction. So, yeah.
Not me. I've gone marathon upon marathon about marathon watching either anime or a movie or TV show. Now that I have Netflix, it makes it super, super worse.
I get that. I've got to get my eyes checked. My screen is too far away over here. I keep having to focus. My my contacts are playing tricks on me over here, so my age catching up with me.
While we're waiting for Jesse to get back, I did want to thank our Patreons. You all are awesome. We do have that set up. I kind of forgot to say something earlier. Apologize about that.
We definitely want to thank our Patreons. At the moment, we only have two, but we're very proud of those two. Clover Tack is one, and I'm just going to say Rob C is the other one. But that's pretty awesome because what that is, those are husbands supporting their wives and what their wives are doing. And I mean, I don't know about you, but to me, that's pretty awesome. It says a lot that our husbands have supported us like that. So something that she hasn't mentioned yet. We do have a SpreadShirt store open now. I think there's 6 designs up. We're still working on some more. I'm having to do them on my off day, so you have to bear with me a little bit. We'll get there.
Yeah, and when we came up to mine, I had absolutely no idea what to do or what to say because I don't have an awesome catchphrase like "that guy's what I with ya," and Jesse has. So I had to really think about mine and get some help from the lovely ladies.
So we will have some new ones coming up. Like I said, you just kind of have to give me a little bit of time to work on them. So I'm having to do those on my off days. So we'll get there. Hopefully Jesse was not arrested by NSA. We're hoping that is not the case. So.
Oh, it was totally the FBI. They just raided the place and taken everybody with them. They're not going to move anymore. They're just going to disappear to Area 51. It's going to be crazy.
Wow. Oh, let's see. Do what? Don't get you on one of your rants?
Yeah, you never know where that conversation is going to end up.
Wow.
I am working on writing a book for a reason.
Clover Tack said for Frankie, do something with a puppy.
I have to find my. Oh, there she is.
I think he meant for a shirt.
Oh, should we do something like me sitting down and we're doing this? What do you think?
Elsa says hi.
Or where Elsa says hi?
You don't think I'm going to draw your dog, do you? I'm talented, but I'm not that talented.
Clover Tech says you can have the puppy driving a Jeep. Oh, I could take a picture of her. Then you could kind of like print it or something. Behind the steering wheel. She loves being in the Jeep.
That's going to be a pretty stick dog picture, let me tell you. I can make a stick dog. How about that? Does that work? Let's see, in a Jeep that looks like a 5-year-old drew it. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Probably be better than my drawing of her.
I bet I can find some clip art, but that I can make something work. Take a picture and let G-Webs draw it. He may be too busy, but I mean, I wish I was as talented as G-Webs. I mean, he does some pretty awesome stuff. So.
Well, there's the playing cards too, which I've been thinking about buying. Oh my God, that patch that you got with the Red Dawn thing, I so want one. I love that movie.
That is actually one that he sent me as an extra. So I haven't decided because he sent me some extras and he said, you know, we could get you some as some giveaways and stuff. So. And I'm not on my computer, so I don't have the side chat where I can do all that. Or I'd say we would give away one tonight. But we could decide on a question and we could do a giveaway for next weekend, next Sunday's chat. That would mark our number 4.
Wait a minute. G-Webs is 6'8". What?
He's tall. He is tall. He's very tall.
Okay, I'm going to go hide now.
Why? Because you're really short?
Yes. Because I am really, really short. But no, I love Red Dawn. I think that's the movie that made me have like this huge crush on C. Thomas Howell for like my whole life.
And see, I'm not super great with I'm not super great with what am I thinking? With character names, or not character names, but necessarily actor names or whatever. Or even we talked about this at work earlier. I'm not great with like artist names, things like that.
Right. He's the cute one.
Is that the old one or the new one?
I hate the new one. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. See this picture? Does it make out?
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's from the older one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cute. Probably should talk about something else. I'm gonna make my husband jealous.
That's okay. Chris Helmsworth, Thor. Oh,
yeah.
He's a hottie. Yes, my wonderful husband that is watching this show or listening. Thor is hot. He is awesome. I would have to leave you for him. He's pretty awesome. Just saying. Oh, he would. What is it? He would make my list. How's that? Is my husband still out there?
Oh.
I don't know either. Let's see. Shirt with your name and a picture of your carry gun. That was an idea of maybe for shirts. It could be our name with a picture of our carry gun. But, okay, here's the question, Georgia Trucker. Okay? If somebody really going to purchase a shirt with my name on it and my carry weapon. I'm just saying. They're gonna, you see my name on a shirt and they're gonna say, huh? What? What's that? Who? Huh? And my wonderful husband out there, I am not delusional. Thor is hot. He is. I'm just saying.
What about like a picture of my dog with it saying like cute and deadly?
That says what now?
My dog, and then like right across cute and deadly.
Cute and deadly. I like that.
Since we're gonna get G-Webs to do the picture of the dog, so it should be super easy from that point. Because now we're getting him involved in helping us make my shirt, and he doesn't know it yet.
I'm writing notes.
I'm trying to think about what actor I think that's currently young that is cute, and I'm thinking Clint Eastwood's son, Scott.
I'm really bad. I'm really bad with names, so
just imagine Clint Eastwood, young and reincarnated, exact. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, I've seen him. Yeah.
So we're having a total glitter moment while we wait for Jessie to come back.
She may not be back. Guys, you may just be stuck with us for a minute or two.
While we talk about cute guys.
Hey, honey, you want your ring back? He's nice. You want your ring back? He's nice. Is he single?
I think he still is.
I love you, honey.
Yeah, he don't have no wife yet.
My husband knows I'm silly. I'm crazy. And all of you out there should know that I'm nothing like my husband. I think I've made that very clear. My husband is very professional. This is not me. So, yes. This is me. You should see me at work. It's hilarious. Very hilarious. Anyway.
Does anybody else in our chat have any questions for us while we're killing some time? I'm actually really paying attention to the live chat, which I don't normally do. Y'all are special tonight. Kind of sort of cute. I don't really go for bald-headed guys, though. I like hair. But I don't like facial hair. Can't do beards. Or fuzzy. You know what I mean. So we're going to talk about what Francesca requires in a man.
She likes a fuzzy wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy wuzzy wasn't fuzzy wuzzy.
Something like that. I'm glad my husband fits all this criteria, not that he wants that much information of himself on the internet.
Okay. Well, I think we finished all of our topics tonight. So we really ought to just tell y'all all thank you. Thank you so much for supporting us. We did actually get some questions for this upcoming week thank you to unknown user. If you did not know, you can email Gun Gals at info at Gun Gals. Let's see, gun-gals.com. I put the link in the chat, or the email address in the chat, and you can email us any questions. We do short little less than 5-minute videos each week. If you email us some questions, we would be more than happy for those to be our questions that we answer for the upcoming week. We absolutely love hearing from you guys and gals out there. We love the fact that you guys are supporting us, and the fact that we are trying something new that is different from the rest. So, stepping outside of that box. Definitely want to thank y'all for helping us reach our 100 subscribers. We are in our week 3, and we've hit our 100, which is so freaking awesome. I mean, so freaking awesome. So we definitely want to tell y'all thank you. Before we sign off, midnight is on right now. If you want to head over there, that's be sure and do so. And we will see you guys next Sunday, same time, same place. All right. Bye.
Remember to keep those questions G-rated. You don't want to make Francesca blush, all right?
All right.
Love you all. Bye.
Bye.